I'm saying? That don't really feel natural to me.
Don't feel good?
Yeah, this feel good.
It looks like it feels better.
You know what I'm saying? What's good, y'all? If y'all ain't well, then tell me why. Listen, because you're alive and you're seeing this, so let's get right. We are at Howren Music. You dig? I actually got a chance to speak with these gentlemen last week because I was in this area getting some food for my birthday. And I told them, hey man, I want to learn the guitar. I have a guitar that was gifted to me for free. And I feel like I probably need a lefty. And honestly, again, just being willing to talk to people, they let me know that some right-handed, because most guitars are naturally right-handed or for right-handed people, like I guess the standards. But they said, let's move here, I think he's coming in, that they might be able to restring it depending on the guitar. I needed to see it in person. So let's go in here. Let's see. I don't even know if we can film in here, but we dug it and we'll see. We just, you know what I'm saying? You just take a shot. And then if they block it, they block it. But let's get it. But see, let me see. I feel like I'm left-handed, but I do some things on my right. Like I throw with my right and different things. So this just feels more natural to me than if I had to do it the traditional.
Oh, gotcha. To switch off the.
Yeah, because I remember we were saying like you may be able to restring, but you had to see it. If not, I don't mind purchasing something new. But if you could just probably you do this, so you probably could look at it. And
yeah, only because I've had the issues before. Switching that out isn't that big of a deal. Switching this out because it's cut. It's smaller. You see how it's tilting more towards this side to angle the strings down that way.
Okay.
If you do it,
you almost have to
the other way
it or something or like it would have to be kind of altered.
It's really just made to go this way.
Got you.
So to switch it around, you'd have to get a new one of these, and to have it shaped and flipped around the other way, it's probably gonna cost you more than what
the actual
this is all together.
Okay, do y'all have any left hands?
Left-handed.
So I love music and what have you. And my favorite instrument is actually the guitar. So I wanted to learn it probably since I was a kid, but just never did it. And now it's just like, bro, let's go for it. And for some reason, I think I'm going to catch on pretty easily. My father, or I don't want to say easy, but just like I feel like it'll feel natural. My father plays the congas, he's a musician and he sings. So I really want to get into music, not simply because of him. I just feel like there's something there that I just need to tap into. Growing up, I was so just focused on basketball and then drawing, here and there, but more so basketball. That like you couldn't like pry that out of my hand. Like that's what I was focused on. And I'm glad I did that, to a certain extent because I was able to play collegiate basketball for a couple of years, junior college level. So and that afforded me, that free education. Basically free education for my first 3 years. And then some dope opportunities came from that, things like that. So all that being said, now I'm at my life where I'm at this point in my life where I just feel like I don't have any limits. Unless something is not in the Lord's will, unless it's something in the Lord's will, or something that's inherently sinful, like, okay, cool, let's not do that. But if it's something that like I feel like it's been on my heart this long to do, well, let's see where it goes. And I just know just then when I was holding it, granted, like I said, that's a standard guitar, so we're trying to find a left hand to see if they have one. If not, I'm sure they can order one to point me in the right direction. But just holding that bad boy, like something that just felt good. So I'm excited. And then the fact that I'm lefty, unique. So I always see people playing with their right. I guess, that's just standard. And I'm sure I could pick it up with my right, but time's not on my side. I feel it is, but in the sense, like most people start when they're young. So I'm just like ready to jump in, find something comfortable. Let's get it going. So let's get it. I get another one.
So let me grab your name and number.
I love to get a red one if possible.
Okay. It was gonna be easier on your fingers to learn
Okay, for acoustic, you're saying.
for yeah, the acoustic guitars. But
Okay.
now a classical, the neck is gonna be thicker than
Okay.
the one with the metal strings on there.
More so like the electric, you're saying.
So you're gonna play easier with the nylon strings on your fingers,
Yeah.
but it's just gonna be a thicker neck,
Got it.
as opposed to metal strings
Uh-huh.
with a thinner neck.
Got it.
So it's gonna be, I mean, you look like your hands are pretty big,
Uh-huh.
and mine are long and thin.
Okay.
So I'd say to learn the classical isn't bad, just because you're gonna get, if you don't mind getting the callousing and getting your fingers tore up to be able to get into playing electric, because electric is all gonna be metal strings.
Okay.
You can start with an acoustic, a steel string, a metal string guitar. They do have strings that are like the classical ones
Okay.
that you can switch off to.
Okay.
If you get a classical guitar with the plastic strings, you can't switch those strings out to metal strings. So with the steel string guitars, you can
Switch
doctor
it
them
out.
to play easier to learn on those.
Okay.
And then if you jump onto the metal strings, that's gonna get you to electric, because electric is gonna use same kind of nickel. Acoustic
Yeah.
uses bronze, electric uses nickel.
Okay.
So getting an acoustic steel is gonna get your fingers ready
Uh-huh.
to be able to jump on electric. And also acoustic steel strings are 12 gauge. That's the number, right?
Okay.
Normal guitar strings are 9 gauge or 10.
Okay.
So electrics are going to be a bit thinner.
Uh-huh.
Acoustics are going to be a bit thicker.
Okay.
So if you start off on acoustic steel string,
Mm-hmm.
once you go down to a thinner string on the electric, it's like lifting 100 pounds to go down to 50.
Got you. Okay. So you would say start off with the acoustic, but start with the
If you
steel.
don't mind getting your
Nah.
fingers tore up to get you to electric,
Yeah.
I say steel string acoustic.
Okay. Because and I'm glad you said that because I know some people play with a pick, but like what's the
So
you would say finger
So classical, you could do finger picking. Acoustic steel string, you could do finger picking. You're just gonna have
pick. The calluses.
calluses, or if not, you're gonna have to grow out your nails on your right hand. Keep your nails short on your left hand.
Mm,
It's gonna look kind of weird. That's why
Yeah.
most people tend to use picks.
picks.
If you're really gonna get into finger style, then yeah, you could do it on both steel or nylon string, acoustic. But again, to get you close to electric, steel string would be the best bet.
But what would you do? You play a certain way? Do you play with like what would you? What is there like a as far as playing pick or finger picking?
There's
like
no
having-
real
Okay. It's just preference.
yes or no. It's a preference thing. Yeah. There's electric guitar players that don't play with picks.
Okay. I like the idea of finger picking. I have heard that though. You have to, fingers get tore up and what have you.
There's one guy, he does a technique, it's like a bass technique. He has an 8-string guitar. His name is Tosin Abasi. He'll do the thumping stuff like on a bass with the top thick strings, and then he follows it up with his fingers picking on the bottom, on the higher strings. So he'll do like up down, and then with his other fingers play those other strings too. So
Okay.
he's doing like a technique, a bass type technique, incorporating the bottom strings on the guitar too. Yeah,
But he's just sick.
once you get into like 8,
Yeah.
7 strings, that's like a mixing of both bass and guitar.
Okay.
So
okay.
you're getting bass range and guitar range all in one guitar,
Wow.
and then all those techniques are like crazy.
Hmm.
So yeah,
How long do you think it'll take to learn a song?
So first year, depending upon how much you're practicing, it's basically developing that muscle and this muscle,
Okay.
so that you're able to hold down strings, to hold down full chords. And a lot of it is getting your fingers in position so that one string isn't blocked by your fingers, so you can play chords.
Okay.
Getting that hand strength typically takes about 6 months,
Okay.
a year.
Okay.
So a lot of it is physical the first time
Target the
around.
fundamentals.
And then once
Love
you
it.
get the hand strength down, that's when you can start working on chords, building chord base.
Okay.
And then when you're switching off your chords, your muscles are memorizing your fingering positions.
Okay.
So
yeah,
after
must
a
be.
while,
Yeah.
you're not even going to have to think about
Got
your
it.
chords, and then you can start individual fingerwork scales,
Okay.
getting more into the theory aspect of where your notes are and knowing the
Okay.
fretboard and all that.
Okay. It's like, ball. I play basketball, but I feel like it's like fundamentals. You gotta,
First, you gotta, work around with dribbling and
Exactly.
get your fundamentals, and then you can get off and get into the plays and the more intricate details stuff.
for sure. All right, I love it. Okay. Yeah.
Let me
take
grab your
question.
name and number.
Yep. All right, Victor. So listen, we at Cheap Joe's Art Stuff, and as far as, if I'm not mistaken, I'll make sure I confirm this with them. But see, I went to school a couple hours from Charlotte, Boone, North Carolina. The school's called Appalachian State University, and there was an art store that we all would go to. All the art stores would go to, local art store. And as far as I know, they started off there in Boone. And yeah, see, they have a location here in Charlotte as well. Yep, Boone. So pretty cool. I hope they're not closed, B. I was about to cry. So support local art stuff. So I am looking for, which I see some of what I need. Other thing, I like to do, so I'll tell you, I like to do transfers. So I'll get like the art paper, whatever you call that, like that stuff I see there, the more like kind of decorative paper. And then I'll put it on like drawing paper, but like thick single sheets. If you have those, that's what I'm looking for. And then I might need like some 6B pencils. Say it again.
How big for the sheets?
I'll have to see. Larger size, I'm not looking small. Not huge, I guess, but
Okay.
I don't know if it would be like poster size, so about 36. I don't think it's quite that. Maybe like 1800. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of options.
Okay.
Just because I'm not sure exactly what you use.
And I like the kind that has like the raw edges if possible.
Oh, then, over here.
My style was like very raw. Yeah.
Watercolor paper.
Wait, is that much for a sheet? $20?
Yeah.
I remember paying that last time. Must have had some. Because the only reason I asked that is because the transfer doesn't wet.
Yeah. Oh, this should be 100% cotton.
Oh.
Different brands.
Okay.
There's not really much quality difference between them.
Okay, I'm sure. Appreciate that. And then because 6B is more of a.
Sorry.
Now the thing is, I love all this paper. Because honestly, man, I could probably do a transfer and just with the paper alone, and that would be a piece of art in itself. But try to find paper that's for what I'm looking for. And they haven't actually got too much new stuff from the last time I came out. I'm honestly guessing this type of stuff doesn't fly off the shelf. But honestly, I don't remember these two last time, so I'm definitely gonna. Damn, it's $7. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't been here no while. But that's $600. That's probably around the same price. Maybe I'll get like. It really is pretty. I'll probably maybe get one of these. Let me do. Let's not tip this whole thing over, strong guy. Okay. Roll it up. I actually like that. So it has like a stain on there, but I like that. I'm not mad at that. This is kind of cool. I'm not really that tripping on like bending it up because for me, I mean, I don't want to just get sloppy with it, but for me, imperfections help my work, personally. But to each his own. I think I'll grab one of these boys. Probably just get one of each for now, honestly, y'all. Because again, before I go invest in $100, I'm like, or anything in that range, let me actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I can come back. I'll show myself, please myself, but this is not something I'm just doing for YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
What's the last one?
Yeah, I'm not going to just because. I'll show y'all that. Because next time y'all see this, It look completely different.
So there's models that just say Blaq.
That's a lot. Like for example, if I was just transferring this, and I really wasn't putting too much on it. I mean, I guess I could, but that's just so cool as it is, and it's such a like bold color. I don't feel it. Yeah, it's not for what I'm looking to do. Maybe later though. I'll probably stay in this range. So probably. Oh wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. Blue. You gotta mix it, and it'd be like blue and cream. Listen, if any of y'all see this video and know what that reference is from, hit me, I'll bless you with something. Maybe I'll send you like a mystery box. All my real hip hop heads and I'll know where that's from. And I don't want to do white, so I don't think. Maybe, okay, maybe a warm. Okay, I ain't mad at that. That's still warm. And let's check out, oh, actually, mention this. So other materials, medium now, use coping markers. Luckily, thankfully, I already have those at the house, so I don't need to invest in them. Those are not cheap. Markers with the end, it comes with a little, is that an eraser? Price, man. Y'all watch out, I don't have prescription in these yet. Y'all gotta check. Why is this scratching? Oh yeah, it is an eraser. But pretty, well, okay. I guess it's probably for charcoal specifically, so yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, and I think I'll still get maybe. Love the pink pearls. 2 of those bad boys. Oh, may need to get a little pencil sharpener. I don't know if I can find mine on top. Oh, 149. I don't know why. Oh, that one. I was like, okay, that one. Okay. Shit. I don't have them often. So I don't have them often. So we just started joking, though.
Out to 38.27.
Yikes. I'm gonna make it back. Oh yeah, I'm an artist. I'm an artist. All right, y'all. It's been real. Thanks for tuning in to Brother X Cooks. And hopefully I'll actually cook up some of this week. So there won't be any link in the description yet for you all to purchase my work, but honestly I'm just now getting back into it. And I really don't want to get into it for money. I want to do it for that's love and passion. And it gets to a point where I feel like I got some items that I want to sell, but the quality is there. And yeah, in later videos, you'll be able to purchase it.